हेलो डियर स्टूडेंट्स। उम्मीद करता हूं कि आप लोग अच्छे होंगे। आज की इस वीडियो में मैं आप लोगों के सामने पेश करने वाला हूं ओzymandias ऑफ इजिप्ट बाय पारसी ब्यासी शैली के 10 एक्सप्लेन विद रेफरेंस टू द कॉन्टेक्स्ट बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस एंड आंसर्स। तो इसी सिलसिले का आज का पहला एक्सट्रैक्ट और उसका आंसर। So, number one, extract number one, two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert, dot, 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 dot. इसका आंसर है, these lines are taken from the poem Ozymandias of Egypt by Parsi Byasi Shelley. आपको इसी तरह एग्जाम में लिखना है। नेक्स्ट आपको एक्सप्लेन करना है। Here the poet describes the broken legs of a once great statue standing alone in the desert. The statue's legs are still massive, but without the body, they symbolize a fallen and incomplete power. Although Ozymandias aimed for eternal glory, now only fragments of his achievement remain. The poet uses this image to highlight the impermanence of human ambition and power. ये पहला एक्सट्रैक्ट और उसका आंसर। Now, extract number two और उसका आंसर। Half sunk a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command. Dot 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 dot. इसका आंसर है, these lines come from Ozymandias of Egypt by Parsi Byasi Shelley. Hence, here the poet paints a powerful visual. The statue's broken face lies buried partly in sand, yet it still shows a frown, wrinkled lips, and a proud sneer. These expressions reflect Ozymandias' cruel, commanding nature, pride, and dominance carved in stone. They show that the sculptor managed to capture the king's personality forever, even as everything else faded. The lines emphasize how art immortalizes emotions and human nature even as empires fall. Now, extract number three, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed. Answer, this line is also from Ozymandias of Egypt by Parsi Byasi Shelley. Here, the hand that mocked refers to the sculptor who captured Ozymandias' passions, and the heart that fed refers to the king who inspired them. The sculptor mocked the king's pride in stone, while the king's own pride fed the sculptor's art. In simple terms, the creative power came from the ruler's character, and even if the king and empire are gone, the art remains, underscoring the lasting power of art over human pride. Now, extract number four. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works here, mighty and despair. The answer is, these lines are taken from Ozymandias of Egypt by Parsi Byasi Shelley. Here, Ozymandias declares himself the King of Kings, showing his arrogance and belief in his eternal might. He demands that other powerful rulers look upon his works and feel despair in comparison. Yet there is dramatic irony. Nothing of his works remains today except ruins. This contrast underscores that pride and power are fleeting, while time reduces even the grandest creations to dust. Now, extract number five. Nothing besides remains round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare. The lone and level sands stretch far away. The answer is, these lines are from the poem Ozymandias of Egypt by Parsi Byasi Shelley. In this scene, the poet emphasizes complete decay. Aside from a broken statue, nothing is left, just endless empty sands. The contrast between the destroyed monument and the vast desert highlights the transient nature of human grandeur. and the powerful, enduring force of nature and time. Extract number 6 tell that its sculptor, well, those passions red which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things. The answer is these lines have been taken from the poem Ozymandias of Egypt, composed by Percy Bysshe Shelley. Here, the poet notes that the sculptor understood and captured the king's intense emotions, pride, arrogance, strength in the statue. Though Ozymandias is long gone, those feelings endure etched in stone. The lines illustrate how art can preserve human character even when life and power vanish. Extract number 7 the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed. The answer is these lines have been taken from the poem Ozymandias of Egypt, composed by Percy Bysshe Shelley. The hand that mocked refers to the sculptor who reproduced the king's expressions, and the heart that fed speaks of Ozymandias' pride and ambition that inspired the sculpture. Together, they demonstrate how human emotion fuels art and how enduring art is, even when the one who inspired it is gone. Extract number 8 look on my work, say mighty and despair. The answer is these lines have been taken from the poem Ozymandias of Egypt, composed by Percy Bysshe Shelley. Ozymandias' works challenge other powerful rulers to admire or feel hopeless before his achievements. But the bitter irony is that his works have crumbled into dust. Thus, the poet reveals that the prideful power is fragile and even the greatest monuments fade with time. Extract number 9 nothing beside remains round the decay. The answer is these lines have been taken from the poem Ozymandias of Egypt, composed by Percy Bysshe Shelley. Here, the poet emphasizes that only ruins remain of what was once grand. There's nothing else around. The mighty empire has vanished. This image reminds us of the impermanence of human ambition. Now, extract number 10, the last extract of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away. The answer is these lines have been taken from the poem Ozymandias of Egypt, composed by Percy Bysshe Shelley. The poet paints a vast desert around the ruined statue, emphasizing how tiny human achievements are before nature's endless expanse. This stark contrast underlines the eternal strength of nature versus fleeting human glory. Thank you so much for watching, dear students. Have a nice day.